check. Testing 1, 2. What's going on, everybody? Eric here. Not CrazyBags, but I've been showing up on his stream or his channel a little bit. Good evening. Well, for the replay game gang, it may be morning or afternoon, evening, good night. Whatever time it is for you, hopefully it's going well. Currently it is evening, and Bags will be here shortly. So we're going to be trying something really quite different tonight, and hopefully you'll be forgiving as we work our way through it. We're kind of phasing in some new production styles. So for the replay gang, if you're watching this afterwards, after the live stream happened, don't worry, CrazyBags will be here. He'll be doing a ride along. So he's going to be patched in here shortly. So if you just want to get straight to that, maybe I'll put a marker down in the description below after the video gets posted so you can jump right to the ride along. But he's going to patch in here shortly. So we're going to be going back and forth. Most of this stream will be Bags as he's out doing the gig work that he does, that everybody here is so familiar with. Occasionally we'll come back here in the studio, especially if he loses his feed or if he's just sitting outside of a restaurant inside getting food. And eventually in the next couple weeks, I'm almost certain that you're all going to get an appearance of Jenna on the Run here in one of these streams. So we're just kind of easing some things in, but when I said you have to be forgiving with us, what I meant was we're probably going to make some mistakes. We're learning some pretty hefty software here that's going to help us do a lot of really cool stuff. Once we get things rocking and rolling, we'll be able to start integrating much more heavy comment features, live stats and widgets and things like that. So it's just a work in progress. Right now, some of the really cool stuff that we can do, though, is certainly switch back and forth between Bags as he's out there on the road, and even bring in other live streamers in the future. I think that's something he really wants to do, is make this platform available for other live streamers that are working in the gig economy. Of course, you can't do rides because all the ride sharing apps have policies against that. But certainly on food delivery, if there's other live streamers that can kind of build a little bit of relationship with Bags, I think he would like to see streams eventually be able to go back and forth so that you're seeing multiple perspectives, different types of deliveries in different cities, different markets, different regions. And I think it could be a lot of fun, and I'll be able to produce and control all of that here from the studio. So a lot of really cool stuff coming along. Like I said, Bags will be here shortly. If you have questions, comments, concerns throughout the stream, I believe he'll be able to see those. He won't be able to see them on the phone that he's streaming on, but he'll be able to check in with those periodically. If there's big important ones, Jenna and I can make sure that they get in front of him. And if you drop a super chat during the stream, we'll make sure that that comment gets to him as well. So Nard Dog, what's up, man? We got Nard. Who all's in the house? We got Hopper, of course. Jenna on the Run, of course, who is my wife, by the way. Let's see. Nard Dog, Jenna on the Run, Hopper, Wasman. Who the heck are you? My name is Eric. I go on YouTube. I've got 2 channels. Driver Lineup is one of my channels, and Chase the Eats is the other channel. While we're waiting on Bags, I'll kind of give you a little bit of background there. But first, let me jump over to say hello to anyone else who's checking in. By the way, because we're at the very beginning, make sure you like the video, especially in this time before CrazyBags starts his end of the stream, because that can help us juice up this video and make sure that we have a lot tuning in while he's out there delivering food. So it takes nothing, guys. Just hit the thumbs up. It takes literally nothing. So we got Apotham 7787. I know I'm saying that wrong. We have someone whose message was deleted, so I'm not going to give that person any props. Brian Walton, what's going on? says, hey, Bags, how's your day? Bags is not here yet, but his day is, I'll let him tell you how his day is. My perspective of his day is it's good and bad. Let's see who else we have here. Fighting Penguins, Bioface on Twitch. Okay, so Fighting Penguins, I believe, is saying that he or she is Bioface on Twitch. Susan S. Hey, Susan, what's going on? Brian Walton, I gave up over the road. Jenna, I am going to work for a lumber yard learning flatbed. Nice. Apoth. Okay, so it's not just me that struggles with the name. Bags is in chat, by the way, so he's going to be, like I said, joining us here in a bit. Did Bags take his tummy meds too late today? Maybe. I don't know. Did he have Zaxby's? Did he have Zaxby's for lunch? Y'all are funny. Some of y'all in here know some of the history here. You know, some of the secret handshakes and such. So anyway, while we're waiting on him, to give you guys a little bit of a history, my name is Eric. I said that earlier. I have a background in video production, and I love doing this stuff, and I wanted to help Bags produce more content for his channel. First of all, just because I love doing it, but second of all, because Bags helped me build my channel is almost 7,000 subscribers, and the first 100 were through this channel, and I was nobody. I was literally nobody. I had no subscribers, nothing, and Bags let me come onto his channel with a video. I think this was a couple of years ago, and built that first 100 subscribers in my channel, and for free, you know, and that meant the world to me and kind of helped launch my channel. So I want to do content and production and help with his channel as much as I can for free. He actually offered to split any little bit of revenue on these videos, and I want him to have all the revenue. I don't want to be paid for this because, again, he helped me in the beginning at no cost to me, just as a friend, and that's something I want to do back for him. So that's why I'm occasionally jumping in with some live streams. I think I streamed like 6 or 7 hours on his channel a week and a half ago, and it was a lot of fun. So I'll occasionally jump in and stream some food delivery. I have to be honest with you, though, I have to be really careful when I'm streaming on his channel, because I want to say a lot more unfavorable things while I'm delivering food about the apps. And I have to remember that I don't want to get him in trouble. But I have quite a few more choice words that I need to train myself to use less when I'm on someone else's channel. But a lot thought it was funny. Let's get into the comments here. Let me make sure he's not on yet. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Where were we? Fighting Penguins. Hi, Jenna. Nard Dog. Did Bags take his... Okay, so we're caught up there. Walking towards the car. Okay, so Bags is on his way out to the car. Susan S., I'm listening. Just got home and need to feed the kids. Go do it. Unfed kids are not pleasant. Nard Dog. That should be a new chat bet on what Bags' next meal will be. That's funny. By the way, there's a strong breeze coming. Hopefully this mic is not picking it up. It is hotter than Hades down here in San Antonio. Let's see. Wasman, Uber was crap for me over the weekend. Was grateful for a makeup delivery shift. Man, I did Uber rides this morning from 3:30 to, I don't know, Jenna, what time did I get home? I think like 9. And I found, I'm not going to say where it's at, because you know when you find that epic sweet spot, like you don't want to share it with the world. I'll just say it's a high school in the San Antonio area. And I took 7 high school students to the high school over the course of an hour and 10 minutes, all of which had like an $8 or $9 surge. It was crazy. And they all lived about a mile to a mile and a half from the high school. So I would drop one off, and before I would even drop them off at the high school, a new one would come on, and it was like a mile and a half for $10 every time. So Uber Rides was very good this morning. I found here in San Antonio that if you do Uber Rides exclusively or a lot, Friday afternoons and evenings and early Monday mornings are going to be your absolute bread and butter, man. Let's see. Brian Walton's, thank you, Jenna. I think working for Lumberyard, making $25 an hour, I think about the same amount as OTR company. Is it really $25 an hour? Hopper says, I always say unfavorable things about bags. Yeah, you kind of do. But you don't mean it. Hopper, Bags, and Jenna are three of the world's okayest crap talkers. Today's delivery route failed after an hour to load. Oof. So I got paid for waiting. Nardog says, I miss San Antonio. Yeah, I picked up riders this morning who had just come from Boston or somewhere where the weather was terrible. All right, hang on, guys. Gonna bring in Bags. Let's see. Maybe. There we go. I don't know if he can hear me. But Bags, we do have your stream up if you can hear me. Jenna, if maybe you could text him. Or he probably when
Good afternoon.
There we go.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good to see you. Now, Eric, I can't hear you, so that's something I'm going to have to work on. I just thought of that because if I do, they're going to have an echo behind us.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you, man. I'll patch back in as needed later, everyone. So if he gets in front of a restaurant for a while or we lose the feed, I'll patch back. But for now, go ahead and enjoy food delivery. Thanks, man.
Let's go, man. Let's get this night started. Just a little side note. Last night, guys, I ended the night on a $20 run for Uber. And I just want to let y'all know, I did get tip baited. First time that I've seen it. It's also the reason I don't like going to the area that I went to is because of that. Is because of the tip baiting probabilities. And I didn't necessarily want to deal with that. And then sure enough, the first run I decide to take out of my normal area, we get tip baited on. So that kind of sucked. I ended the night, guys, at 156, not 169. It was a $13 tip that we got baited on, just so you guys know. So 156 is how we ended the day yesterday. Not 169. Hopefully everybody's doing well tonight. We are out and about, and what's going to be cool is we shouldn't have any disconnects today. All right. Now, I may disconnect, but if that happens, you guys will not lose stream. You will simply get the presence of Eric more than likely on the screen talking to you while I get my signal issues fixed. So that's one of the big steps for this and what we're doing. All right. Yeah, I couldn't hear Eric. I'll be honest with you. I had it running in the background. I could hear it just enough to know when we were talking, man. But hopefully everybody's doing all right tonight. I'm on my way to pick up our first delivery of the night. I haven't felt good today, just to be completely honest with you. But that happens quite often with me, unfortunately. All right. We all know that. With my stomach, I definitely do not have a stomach of iron or steel. That's for sure. Now, Eric, are you playing music? If not, go ahead and try it. Let's try it out. I think you had a list. I don't remember. I can see you. You can just tell me thumbs up or thumbs down if we want to do that. Okay, no list. All right, there's no list. All right, well, the goal in the future, too, is to have uncopyrighted music playing in the background for you guys. Because we are going to be on YouTube. We aren't going to be able to just blast our music like we are so used to do. Well, I mean, we could, but then we wouldn't be able to do our replays. And, with us doing it this way, I really think the replays are going to be popular eventually. So I don't want to ruin those revenue opportunities for me with, Taylor Swift in the background. So, all right, our first pickup is at Nukes. We usually don't run up here very often. I'm just figured, what the heck? I was leaving the house. They sent me this. It was 7 miles for $15. I was like, you know what? Let's go get it. Let me take a little peeky at chat really quick. No, Twitch has not been fixed. Twitch has not been fixed. That's for sure. Jason, this isn't about Prime at the moment, homie. Yeah, this isn't about Prime. We're doing. That's great. As of right now, listen, guys. Somebody in this chat will know before me on Twitch, I guarantee you, because what's going to happen is we have people in this chat that constantly check to see if our channel is active again. And so my thought process is, one of these days I'm going to wake up and there's going to be like 100 Discord messages saying, hey, Bags, your Twitch is unbanned. I think that's what will happen. All right. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe I get the email in the middle of the night one night. Let me go grab this first delivery, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, so I actually I'm creating a huge list of music that really good music that he can use on his channel. So we'll be able to have a lot of fun with that. But anyway, as I was saying before we jump to Bags, I took some riders this morning, Uber riders that had just flown in from like Boston and various other places in the north, and they were sweating. They were not quite adjusted to the craziness. Trying to find something here. I'll find it when I get back. Here, we'll go back to Bags, but I'll find it when I get back.
All right, I got food. I got food, folks. I got food. I like that. See, that's good transitioning. I like that a lot. And guys, we will work on perfecting things as we go. All right. So you guys are our beta test guinea pigs as we try this out. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just going to be open with you and tell you, me and Eric talked a lot last week, but this week over the past week, we've both been kind of busy. And we kind of just threw it all together in the last, 30 minutes before we went live. It was the mad dash. It was the mad dash to for Eric, not for me, not for me at all. For Eric though, Eric was doing a different kind of dashing as he was trying to get things set up, ready to go, so that we could go live tonight. All right, we got a small break right here, guys, and if I don't take it, I'm gonna regret it. So let me take it. All right, doesn't go super far. 5.9 miles total from where we are now to where we will deliver. All right. That is what we're looking at. Give me a second, guys. I have an idea to get chat up in front of me like I'm used to having. And that's one thing I'm really going to enjoy, because with Kick right now, because we don't have a mobile app, we don't have the ability to have chat in front of me. And man, You know, once I get my mouth running, I don't like to close it. Y'all know that. And so it's been kind of disappointing to me as a streamer, as a content creator, not to have the interaction that I am so used to having over the last 3 years with you guys. It's definitely a little different. Definitely a little different for me. We'll see if I can actually make that happen or not. I don't know if we will or not, but actually, we'll see. We will see what we can throw together right in front of me. All right. It is hot. It is hot out, guys. It is very warm out. All right. It's been warm. And that may be, that's what she said. That may be part of what is going on with me, because I haven't been feeling the best recently. And it may just be a combination of just a lot of heat. All right, 4.9 miles to this one, guys. This is the first one of the night. We're just running some gig work tonight. I didn't work today. Tomorrow I'm going to put a long day in. So you'll get double streaming tomorrow, or you'll at least get kicked tomorrow. I don't know what. We haven't decided, I don't think, when we're going to do these streams. Guys said the goal, I think, the end goal is 4 days a week. I don't know if we're able to get to that yet this week, but either way, we'll be streaming somewhere. But Eric worked hard to put this format together, man. I can't thank you enough for that, brother. We're just going to roll with it. Get Jenna. Really, Jenna? Really? That's where we had to go with that? All right. Let me go down here and hang this left down here. Oh, God. So first order, we'll see what happens, guys. Or, we're going to stream for a little while. 6 to 9 is what we had planned on doing tonight. And then if I run over, we can always switch platforms and do it in other places. So, but, oh, you know what? I have the freaking heat on in the car. I was trying to figure out why it is so hot. I didn't have the heat on, but I had the temperature control on heat. So it was kicking all the heat from the engine off into the car and kind of beating on me a little bit. So it's kind of whooping my ass up a little bit. This is what was going on. Yes, we've been streaming on Kick. Kate, good to see you. We have been streaming on KickWaz for a while now. And honestly, it's probably going to be the home for all the daytime food delivery and stuff. And anything we're not doing here will probably be over there as well. And, maybe someday we even simulcast. Who knows? Depends on what happens. So I think those capabilities are out there to do it all. But right now, we just want to get a foot in the door, get moving, get things going. Interesting camera angle. I like it. I like that camera angle. I think it's good. And eventually, I hope to bring in another camera, guys. That we can toggle on and off. That would be on me. So that if we're having conversation, you guys can see me as well. I really don't have a goal tonight. Just like last night, I just kind of, because of the kind of day I had, I just said, let's just go work. I was already running a little bit late. Ran a few minutes behind. but that's all right. Hopper being lazy. 6 to 9 diggity. That's right. Diggity, diggity. Yes, if you don't follow on Kick yet, make sure you do. Make sure you do. Give that a follow. All right. And if you're not following Jenna and Eric's other channel, make sure you do that too. All right. As Eric will be vlogging his experiences when he's out gig working. And sharing that kind of information and his experiences with you guys. All right, 2 miles away, guys. It's right down this road. I was trying to just double check to make sure I knew exactly where I was going. Because you know me, I don't miss no turns. I get everything the first time, every time. First time, every time, my friends. First time, every time. We make it happen. All right. Be down here somewhere on the right. I don't know where. Manja, it's good to have you in the house tonight. Manja, it's good to have you. So like I said, one of the huge things shouldn't be any disconnects. You may lose camera, but stream itself should not disconnect and have to restart and all of that kind of cool stuff. We are running Uber again over DoorDash. And the reason I've been doing that more recently is I like to push and go of Uber, man. People ask me all the time, well, what's the difference? What do you like more with this one? What do you like more with that one? I think the biggest, Uber's got two huge advantages. Number one, which is probably most important to every gig worker out there, they have a higher base pay on average than DoorDash. All right. No matter how you look at it, their base pay is going to be higher on the same deliveries. And number two, you literally can work whenever you want, where DoorDash doesn't necessarily have that opportunity for you all day long. Especially on the slower days, if you're not scheduled, you can't just wake up and decide, hey, I'm going to go DoorDash today. You have to wake up and open the app and see if it's pink or red or if there's a schedule slot available, and then go, hey, I want to go DoorDash today. With Uber, you can literally just get out of bed and go, hey, I want to go Uber today. Push the button and you get in the car and you go to work. And you produce a little money, a little revenue. You go buy a Big Mac with it, or dime sack or 12-pack, whatever's your fancy, depending on where you live in the country, because so many things are so legal in some places. But I do prefer that, and we have been getting enough deliveries on Uber now that it works for us currently. So I'm going to continue to kind of push on the Uber Eats side of things for now. As I continue my transition in life, you guys know that I got a lot going on personally. So as I continue that transition in life, and it's getting better every day. I know I don't talk about it anymore, and I'm not really going to, but yeah, it's getting better every day, guys. So, all right, half a mile to our delivery. $15 on this one. $15 on this one. Good little first hit. The only problem is we're kind of out of position for a good one right after. So we'll see what happens. My turn is coming up. I don't know. It's like right here. No. Okay, here it is. I was afraid it might have been that driveway, but it wasn't. It just showed it a little closer in the matter of fact, it shows me past where it told me to turn, but yet now it backs up and I'm actually on the street that they want me on. Our delivery is right down here on the right, not far at all. All right. We'll get this delivered, get our first 15 plus in the books. They have not sent a second delivery yet. So that hasn't happened yet. All right, here we go. At least I have the gate open for me. It's a shitty back out though. Glad it's not a busy street. Glad it's not a busy street. It just says leave it at my door. Let me go sling it at some doors and I'll be back. I will be back. Oh, something is all over the bottom of my pump bag. What in the actual? Wow. I'm glad I have Lysol wipes with me. Alrighty. Alrighty then. It's done. We are on our way. 10, how are you, brother? It's good to see you, 10. Welcome in. So one of the other things that me and Eric talked about a while back, and I think it's a great idea, is we're going to eventually set up a schedule for the YouTube streams, and one of the things that's going to happen is like one of the nights every week we're going to have an additional like hour after stream that will be a private stream for members only. Just a little something extra, just like a little thank you. It'd be more of a laid back setting. Probably more what you've seen in the past. We have some music going, and it's one of those I don't give a shit streams because after it's over, I'm just going to delete it anyhow. So we're gonna do something along those lines as well, with what we're doing here on YouTube. All right, Big E in Portland. Yeah, I remember you telling me that, Waz. I remember you telling me that. The Hookers and Blow Hour. Yeah, that's a good name for it. The Hookers and Blow Hour. It'll be the cut loose, who cares hour, because it'll never get uploaded. It'll never even get double checked. It'll never enter the system. It'll just get deleted out of the system. It'll be hot tub stream. Now I don't know about being a hot tub stream. I don't know about it being a hot tub stream kind of deal. But first delivery's in the books, guys, and we're looking at I don't. Let me look and see what it's supposed to pay. The base pay on that was $6.49, and that goes back to what I was saying before. With DoorDash, that's a $2.50 delivery. So we're at $15.13. $15.13, guys, on one delivery tonight. I'm going to try to just weasel my way back kind of where I want to be, not necessarily where the app would like me to go, because I'll be honest with you, if it was up to the app, I would probably go downtown and east, but we're not doing that. We're going to head back west and then sneak back up to where we were around the Cedar Bluff area. It's just a better place to be. There's more money there. And we can, I'm willing to start here, so that, which is the mall. I don't mind being around the mall and west of the mall. East, I will go for the right deliveries like we just did. There's a lot of really nice homes in what I call Old Knoxville, which is around Cherokee Hills. It's between here and downtown. And there's a lot of beautiful areas down there, and a lot of homes that are overvalued, in my opinion, but they, we don't set the home price market. So, yeah, I guess everybody wants to live there. I guess everybody wants to live in that area, so there's some nice places down there. All right, we're gonna try to get us one. I'm gonna try to get us one. We get over. A lot of good restaurants, a lot of high dollar restaurants. One of the biggest keys to dinner is sticking with the sit down restaurant kind of places, staying away from the McDonald's and the Arby's and the Burger King and the Wendy's, Taco Bell. Those are places we don't necessarily want to be at this time of day. Those are good lunch places. Those are good fill-in places in the middle of the afternoon when it's really slow. But this time of day, there's plenty of good orders coming in from good restaurants. And there's really no reason why we can't end up with something really nice. We'll see what happens. All right. I'm going to have to work on the chat thing, Eric. I'm going to have to think about this tonight and figure something out. Because I'm doing it like Kick, but I don't even like that, What time is it there? It's 6:38. It's prime time, dinner time. Double Prime, welcome in. Welcome in, brother. Good to see you. Pogo! Bags and hose. Fucking Pogo. Pogo, it's good to see you, man. Uber Eats is good to me. Yeah, we're doing Uber, brother. Yeah, we're doing Uber, man. That's what we're doing, Pogo. Good to see you, man. I hate the fact that we don't get to see you on Kick like we saw you on Twitch. That's okay. Once they finally get the mobile app, once you come around to Kick, Detroit is hoping to have about a 500 gifted lead on you before you get there. That was his goal. He legit said that in chat one day. He's like, maybe I can get it up to 500 gifted before Pogo starts hanging out. It's great. Oh, my goodness. We're looking for more orders, guys. Welcome into beta night. We're really beta week. Jeffro, how are you? We're just kind of running the new format for the stream just to test it out, see how it goes, and allow us to go back and make tweaks and changes and additions and everything we want to do. One of the things I'm going to do on my end is make sure that I get chat a little better than what it is. A little better than what it is now. Yes, I hit the hyperdrive, just so you know. And then you got whiplash, I'm sorry. But sometimes you just have to go fifth to third when the light changes yellow and you can't stop. You need the extra push. You need the extra push. All right, now we're kind of back where I like to be. Here forward, I'm going to head down to the steakhouses, head down to the Cedar Bluff area, get anything down there. One of the big things that could help us tonight would be Walmart's. It's just about Walmart time, and we're not far from one at all. So maybe we squeeze a Walmart out here. I don't know for sure. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, Detroit's been throwing down, baby. It all works out, Pogo. It all works out, man. I still haven't heard back from the other place at all. Not a peep, not an email, not a message, nothing, man. I just log in. It takes me to the appeals page, and it just says my appeal is pending. That's it. There's no other information other than the word pending. So that's all we get as far as updates. Is that, oh, okay, it's still pending. Now the other big problem I'm going to have with them is, well, my two-factor authentication's off now. One of the issues is I'm going to have to get in touch with them to reset that. But I'll figure that out. That's behind the scenes shit if that ever happens. We won't fool with it that much. Pogo! Pogo, thank you for the super chat, baby. Appreciate that, man. Thank you for that, sir. We are on the grind, man. On the grind. Hey, if you guys haven't seen that caves video, me driving down in the Missouri caves recently, it's averaging about 1,000 views a day. If you want to see something wild, man, go check it out. It's an interesting video for sure if you're not familiar with trucking and the underground freight system that exists in America. There's a lot of underground old limestone caves that they have turned into freight storage areas. All right, we're just heading, guys, heading into hopefully get an order. All right, that's all we're doing. There was a little bit of popo action up here. I don't know where he went, so we'll have to watch for him. No orders coming in at prime time, dinner time, but we're kind of a bad place, so it's one of the reasons I'm moving us. Because this area is super busy, but it's also super congested with drivers. So that's part of the issue, is it's overrun. Walmart's like should go out. And we just passed a Walmart. So I don't think we're going to get one. If we were going to, I think we would have got it. Get some lights on. Get some windows down. Turn on my 245 AC. There we go. Is it any good? Oh, it's very good. It's very good. All right. $9 and some change. I'll have to look at it when we're done for 3 miles. Out of Nap Nap. So let's go pick this up. Someone said curry earlier. Well, guess what? We're going to get some curry. I know someone asked about curry earlier. Well, that's where we're heading. We're heading off to get curry. That is for sure. Hey, Jenna, just a side note to you so you know, so you don't get surprised by it. I can see Eric, so if you walk in that room, I can see you. Just so you know. Hopper would be really upset if I saw the cabinets on accident and he didn't. All right? He would be extremely mortified. So just be aware of that. All right, we're going right here to Nap Nap. Is where we're heading. Pogo, thank you again for that super chat, brother. Appreciate that, man. You know what? I got to go one more. I thought I was going there. I'm actually going here. Now we can turn. Oh, actually, wanted me to turn there. Anyways, we'll get there. There's one in between. There's one in between. Let's go. It's super close, guys. Then it goes straight ahead, just a couple miles, kind of up towards Jordan Valley. So, you know, we like to run that area a little bit. Anyways, so it kind of works out for us. Kind of works out for us. Now, I do have a copyright-free playlist. I do have some stuff from Stream Beats. Harris Heller is a streamer, and he's also him and his wife are music artists or musicians. And they decided that they were going to produce a bunch of copyright-free music that could be used for streamers, by streamers, because of the copyright strikes over on Twitch and on YouTube. And, now that I'll tell you guys, YouTube has changed it a lot. They no longer give you strikes if you play music in the background. You don't get in trouble. What they do is they demonetize your video for you and monetize it for the artists, all right, or the owners of the copyright is what they do. All right, that's how it goes now. For the apocalypse, yeah, Waz, that's what it's for. Chandler will be on the run. Yes, I'm going to be a curry courier. I'm going to be a curry courier. Yeah, I think that kind of works, doesn't it? Like that. All right. No visit to Tennessee campus tonight. No, not on the books for me, man. I just went back the other direction on purpose. I'll be right back.
All right, guys. I am aware of a little bit of an audio issue with this audio being much quieter than his audio. We'll fix that. We'll fix a lot of things as we progress through the learning process of all this. If a moderator could drop the Cash App down below. Bags did not ask me to do this, but if you want to leave a super chat, great. I'll make sure you get a shout out on the screen while he's streaming. You can drop him a little bit of a tip in a Cash App too. He's working hard to do some really cool stuff here, guys. So if you feel like doing so, please do so.
Well, Hopper, it was so hot today in Texas, she had to go out and trim the bush today. All right, where are we going? Let me figure out where we're going, guys. What road is that? I love it when I can't see the road, but I got it. Update the Cash App link. No, that Cash App's good. That's the right account. Oh, if it was just yeah, there probably is a link somewhere. There's actually one of those codes too that you can scan with your camera on your phone or whatever. It's all dude. They have so much stuff, man. They have so much stuff nowadays, guys, that you can add into different things. Anyways, let's go get it. What I'm going to do is I am going to dig out the earbuds so that I can have stream in my ear. It'll be an echo to me, obviously, because it'll be me talking and then me hearing myself, but it'll also allow me to hear Eric at the same time. And if it's in earbuds, you guys will only hear him if he wants you to hear him. Purple stream is, yeah. 82 degrees. It's warm here. It's warm here, guys. It really is. This will be the second trip. Once we get it completed, guys, we're 2 miles away from it. That's it. So not super far at all. Fucking Hopper. All right. Oh, man. Let's go. Hopper sent me a message and said that, you know, if any accidental cabinets get opened, to make sure I take screenshots and send them to him. So pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff, man. Now, guys, we are still going to do, like, during the day when I'm working, I'll still do some, like, morning streams. And I'm just going to be really honest with you guys. I don't really enjoy doing the afternoon streams. Like, when I get on for the beginning of the day, I'm really solid for about 3 hours. And then I want to be done. And then till dinner. I just do. And so one of the things that using both platforms will open up for me is the fact that I can have that time during the day to myself where I don't feel obligated to be, you know, with the camera running and everything going on with the stream. So the kick stuff will happen during the morning, you know, whenever I start, 10:30, 11 o'clock, and we'll run it through lunch. Some days it run 3 hours, some days it might run 5, and then we'll stop. And then, you know, we'll come here in the evenings on so many days a week in order to make that happen. I don't know what's going on. We just had a cop just block the entire intersection in front of us. I have no idea what he's doing, but the light is working. Is there someone in the road? Something happened. Something happened right here on the left. I don't know what it is yet. Oh, yeah, something's definitely going on. Maybe with the bus. I wonder if there's an unruly rider on the bus and they're about to take them off the bus. If we didn't have an order, we could have hung out and did like a little cop show. But we have food. We have food in the vehicle, so we need to go deliver it. So it only goes right up here. And hopefully they keep us busy. You know, hopefully we got more runs coming in right afterwards. What did I do? The only thing good coming out of Texas is the Spurs. Oh, man. You know, David Robinson, man. So there's been a few basketball players that have caught my attention in life that when I watched the little bit of basketball I've ever watched, and I promise you it wasn't a lot, but David Robinson with the Spurs was one of them. And, you know, so was the young man in Indiana. I can't remember his name now off the top of my head. Reggie Williams? No, Reggie. Oh, it's Reggie. Y'all know who I'm talking about. All I got to say is Reggie, and y'all know. Another one, man. Good basketball players, good human beings, as far as I know. All right, let's go this way. Like I said, hopefully they keep us hopping. Hopefully they keep us busy, and we'll be good. I do have a mute option on here, so I like that. I see that. I have a mute option and an end option, so that's pretty much all I need on my end. Of those two. To be the second drop of the day, it'll help push us up a little bit, money-wise. That's smart. You used to have to do that in the military, man. Except it wasn't a full vest. We had a belt, a single reflective belt that we had to wear. And they made you wear it a certain way when you were in training, but once you were out, man, you just had to wear it when you were running on base. But you could wear it any way you wanted. You could wear it as an actual like belt around your waist, or you could wear it diagonal across your chest. Just had to have it on. You don't want people getting their ass ran over out there. Now, we did just pass a Waggles. I'm going to go back to it, guys. I have literally nothing to drink in the car. I walked out of the house with nothing to drink. So, been around a while. You know I'm a drinker, man. Huge intake of fluid today. Lots of liquid, man. Lots of liquid. It feels good to get out of the house today, man. I was not feeling well, and then, like, I don't know what it is, but when I'm not feeling well and I'm kind of stuck in the house because of it, man, it just freaking gets me down. It makes me feel like trash, man. Mentally, not just physically. Mentally, it makes me feel like trash, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. All right. It's one of these. It should be this one right here. All right. I will be back. Fly Navy. Dave was, yeah. Yeah, man. Dave Robinson, man. Good guy, man. Just a good human being. Reggie Miller, by the way, is that kid's name. Oh, man. All right. Another order in the books, guys. Another one. Another one, man. Another one, another one. We'll hope they'll send us some more. We need more. So I think Eric put out there 25. I think it's probably about right. I'll have to look it up, but that's about right for us for the first hour. I'll take that. 2 deliveries for the first hour. Should be right around 25 bucks. Now we wait for more. Oh, wow. I already got the tip and everything on the second one. That's kind of wild when they do that. Kind of throws me off. All right. So we're still owed 864 on top of whatever I've made. 2421. 2421, guys, on 2. 2421 on 2. We got ads playing, huh? All of a sudden, I got beeping going on in my ear. All right. Wow, see, that's wild because the picture for me is very crisp on YouTube. Like it's pretty good. Um, um, yeah, yeah, I'm kind of down for this. Let's go pick up this $17 double out of Chewy's for 8 miles. I don't know if they both pick up at Chewy's or not. We will find out. We shall find out. I didn't know they ran ads in the middle of lives on YouTube. Like I'd never experienced that before, I don't think. Is that something you guys see on a regular basis? Like when you're watching lives on YouTube? Ah, okay. That makes sense. No, that's fine. No, it's fine. Had a weird smell from that car that was right there. Keep an eye on that. All right. I really want to stop and get something to drink. So I really want to stop at the Waggles up here and grab a drink really quick. Yeah, I smell asphalt. I guess that's the best way to describe it to you guys. There's a heavy smell of asphalt in the air, and it may be this diesel truck in front of me just burning oil. I don't know, but I do want to do Waggles because they have kickstarts. Oh yeah, dude, he smells. It's making my stomach turn. I'm glad we're going to this Waggles first, and then off to Chewy's. And then off to Chewy's. Oh, he's got a manual too. Look at that. Should we give him a little space? He did the little rollback thing. That's for sure. It's Eric's fault. Everybody blame Eric. Tim, how are you? It's good to see you, brother. It's good to see you, Tim. Now, what we hope to do eventually, all right, and one of the things we looked at doing, and unfortunately we just weren't able to put it together with somebody, is like when I go in to pick up or I get out of the car to deliver, what we tried to do was have another feed ready to go that we could switch to. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. So that was kind of the goal. Like right now, I'm just going to the Waggles. We would switch feeds, and maybe someday, I don't know. When that baby's like 8, knows how to use a computer better than the rest of us, he can sit in front of the computer, and Eric will deliver, and baby will just push buttons for us in between feeds. I'll be back. It's gonna take a few minutes.
Yeah. Once I get Jenna all set up on running the stream here, I will go out and I'll stream too, so we can pop back and forth. Like I said at the very beginning, I'll try really hard not to drop F bombs if and when I have DoorDash open, because DoorDash is not in my market what it is in his market. Anyway, real quick, while he's in there stocking up on steering wheel, power steering fluid, smokes, and all that good stuff, if you could hit that like button, it's free. Just hit that like button real quick, guys. It's super, super free. Doesn't cost anything. I think there's only like 10 likes. We've had like 30 on the live stream at some point. So be sure and hit that like button if you could. Even if you're on a mobile device, you guys know the game. But yeah, we've got big plans, and I'm looking forward. I think multiple streamers is very realistic, and having music play over this, and just being able to patch. He could even have guests to be on. Like, he could interview guests while he's delivering food. There's just so many things we can do, and that's kind of what we're building here. So I really hope you guys like what we're doing with it, and I'll be back if I need to.
Ian, how are you, man? It's good to see you. Good to see you, Ian. Yes, we are live. Yeah, Timmy, we're live. We're definitely live, Timmy Turbo. How are you, buddy? Oh my gosh, guys, I had to get the orange citrus in me. All right, I was dying over here. Now we can go to Chewy's. We do have a double we're picking up, 8 miles, $17 out of Chewy's. So we're gonna go grab it real quick. We'll grab it next and keep the night rolling. We did get a late start today. Like, I haven't even been working as long as Stream has been up. Eric took Stream up for me and got it moving while I was still incapacitated at home visiting my best friend. All right. If I can ever get back out on the road, that's going to be the big thing. Did we make it? Yeah, we made it. Now there's no traffic. I could have went across 10 times. When you want to go across, you can never get across. All right. Lemon water instead of Monster. If we get 30 drops, I'll drop cabinet photos on Discord. Oh gosh, we'll get to 30 likes. When we were doing these before in the evenings, we'd get over 30. So we'll get over 30. I'm pretty confident with that. I'm pretty confident that we can get over 30. I think we only got 5 on my screen, but it probably hasn't updated in a minute. You know, if I had to guess. Oh shit! I love it. Absolutely love it. All right. Look at this guy. Squeeze in there, dude. Go ahead. Don't cause an accident while you're doing it, fool. You fool. Come on, man. Move out of the way. What was Hopper doing to you? Oh, my goodness. You guys ain't right. Just saying, you guys aren't right. For the record. For the record, man. For the record. Now, what we're trying to do here is going to be a learning experience, guys. Things will change gradually as we do it. I'll come up with new ideas. Eric will come up with new ideas, and things will just happen. And we'll get a little more of a schedule for you guys. We'll decide how many days we're going to do it. And hope we're going the right way. I'm going off of memory here. Yeah, we're going the right way. I see it. I can actually see it. It's right there beside me. They have a separate delivery driver entrance for this one. I like that. This is the one my son went to for DoorDash. My son goes here for DoorDash one day to pick up an order. Says it's going to pay like $12, a couple miles. He gets here to get it, and the lady goes, someone delivered that order, a couple hours ago. And it was a giant catering order. So he called, he texted DoorDash on their driver tech support. And DoorDash is really good, about giving you half pay. Uber doesn't give you half pay when something goes wrong. Uber gives you $3. DoorDash gives you half pay. So the girl says, I want to go ahead and issue your half pay. But they don't tell you how much it is. All they tell him is, hey, we're going to go ahead and issue your half pay. So he gets his half pay alert, and it's like $40. He was like, hell, I hope they send it again. That's advantage to DoorDash over Uber. Uber gives you $3 on a screw up. DoorDash gives you half pay. All right, we are here. Segment of Ask Janet. Bags wants to answer. Yeah, we talked about this. We did. We talked about this. It could be a fill-in, like, sometime when I go into a restaurant or if we have big signal loss. All right. I'll be back. It might take a minute on this one, guys.
Bags, y'all so crazy. I realized that the last time I came back from break that I was possibly muted. So I apologize for that, if I was muted. But yeah, I dropped in the comments Bags. Because everybody's always talking about her cabinets and bush and headlights, cans, all that good stuff. Y'all know the drill. So if you have questions, there's a lot. Some of you are not commenting. If you're a stranger to the channel, you probably don't know a lot of this insider stuff. So jump in the comments if you have questions about what he's doing. If you have questions about UberEats, DoorDash, make sure and drop those in the comments. I know a lot of us, it's very familiar territory, especially those in the chat. But for some of you, you might land on this. If you saw the UberEats and DoorDash in the title, you might have questions. Feel free to jump in the chat and ask. Don't be afraid. I was not muted. Good. Okay, so Hopper texted me and said that our audio is not leveled. So we'll work on that. Back to Bags, gang.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Hold on, Eric. I know what you're talking about. Let me turn it down. All right. That should fix it. Yeah, that should fix it. I could definitely hear the echo. That should fix it, though.
Yeah,
all right, we're back. We have this order, guys. The other order picks up at Jason's Deli. I can still hear it. Hold on.
Well, we're not hearing the echo, so that's good.
Oh, you're not?
Yeah.
Okay, because I can hear you coming out of that phone, so I assume they could hear the stream as well.
No, I think it's canceling that out. So if you need me to say anything, you can ask.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
No, that's a good one then. All right, where are we going here, guys? Peter's Jason's Deli. Someone just ate here recently. Who was it? Big E, maybe? Big E or Timmy Turbo. One of them just had Jason's Deli recently. He talked about it in chat on the stream one day. It's my dad's favorite, man. Jason's Deli was my dad's absolute favorite, man. Christmas time or birthdays or whatever, Father's Day, you ask my dad, what do you want? I want gift cards to Jason's Deli. Don't tell your mom, though, because If she knows I'm telling you to get them, she's going to give me a hard time because I'm not allowed to eat that kind of shit no more. But if you give me a gift card, she has no choice but to take me. This was my dad's theories all the time in his head. Just don't ever ask again. Just send gift cards for Jason's Deli every time, no matter what it is. Father's Day, birthday, Christmas, it doesn't matter, because then I can actually eat something I like. And I won't be given a hard time about it. I miss my dad, man. You know, I am I'm sorry I didn't spend more time with him, you know, in my life. He was a very busy man. I was a very busy, man when I got older. So, but, I mean, we spent a lot of time together when I was younger. My dad raised me, for those that don't know. My dad got custody of me when I was about 10, maybe 9. I was in 5th grade. So I think I was 10. And my dad had custody of me beyond that, from then on, all through life. I did spend some time at my mom's, but my dad ultimately had custody of me and raised me from the age of 10-ish. And it was just me and him. It was just me and him until I was 17 years old. And at 17, he got custody of my 3 siblings. And then raised them as well at that point. And they were young, man. I mean, my brother was starting his sophomore year in high school, and my sister and my youngest brother were in 6th and 7th grade. So my dad had his hands full instantly, all at once. But he took it on. He took it on and made it happen. Never complained, man. And as a parent, that always had to be like one of his fears, you know? I mean, he's the father of these kids, and if anything ever happened to her mother and or she made poor choices, he always knew that could happen to him, and it did. I've told that story in the past, that literally the cops came knocking on the door one day. I opened the door, and there's a Pinellas County Sheriff deputy standing there, and then there's a lady, and she's like in a pantsuit. And they asked for my dad, and my dad come to the door, and the first thing he did, he looked at me and he goes, "What'd you do?" And he was dead serious. He wasn't kidding. He said, "What'd you do?" And the lady started laughing, and she's like, "He didn't do anything, but I do need to talk to you about your other 3 children." And that was it, man. They were there for about an hour. Did an inspection of our house unannounced, like it just happened. She was like, "Hey, do you mind if I just look around?" My dad said, "Sure, go ahead." I mean, it is what it is. And she inspected the house, and an hour later, man, 2 sheriff's cars rolled up and dropped my brother and sister off, man. And they never left. So, pretty wild time in life when that happened. Yeah, pretty wild life and time, man. I can't fathom it, as a father. I mean, knowing that always could happen, because I've seen it happen to my dad. I don't think it would ever happen in my situation, but my dad always knew there was the opportunity, because my mom was the queen of bad choices. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be back.
While he's out, guys, just Eric here, just a quick explanation of the title. I'm the one who created the title, DoorDash and Uber Eats, but Bags is pretty much doing Uber Eats tonight. So I went ahead and just left it in the title in case he opens that app up. Usually he kind of bounces back and forth between the two, but so far he's doing Uber Eats. And also, I need to ask him, but I don't know if he considers a double or a stacked order as 2 different trips. So as I update, because in these streams you always get questions, we like to track his progress. I have 4 trips there, but that might be 3. I don't know if he counts the stacked orders as 1 or 2. So hopefully that answers that question. And also, he needs to wipe his windshield. That would drive me crazy. Yeah.
All right, I'm back. We have our Jason's Deli.
Hey, Bags.
And we're ready to go.
Bags, can you hear me?
Yep.
Do you count a stacked trip as 2 trips or 1 trip?
Yes.
2 trips. Okay.
Yeah, because so he's asking me, if you guys can't hear him, he's asking me if I count him as 2 trips, a stacked order. And the answer is yes, because in the app it counts it as 2 trips. So like my Uber Eats at the end of the night, if it says 10 trips, that means I made 10 deliveries, 10 separate deliveries. So a double still counts as 2. It still counts as 2. Let's see where we're going exactly here, guys, because I really don't know. Walker Springs, Outerview, Middlebrook, Robinson. Okay. I know the area we're going to, but I didn't know exactly where we were going. So this is a $17 double. Now, why it wants me to go the way it wants me to go, I really don't know what its rhyme or reasoning is. But we're going to go that way. Because I could turn left and just go up to Middlebrook off Cedar Bluff, but we'll go the way it wants me to go. It must have a reason for it, so that's what we'll go with. That's what we will go with. Make a little bit of money tonight, guys. We're going to make a little bit of money tonight. Okay. So I guess they can hear you very well when you talk to me, so that's a good thing.
Well, with that being the case, if anybody has a big question, drop a super chat. I'll make sure it's screaming across the stream and make sure he doesn't miss it.
Yeah, we don't want to miss those. We don't want to miss those, man. All right. I actually turned it up a little bit so I could hear it better since it's not echoing. So now if he speaks to me, I'll be able to hear him a little better. Because I had it way low because I was afraid it would echo back onto the stream. I was afraid the stream would hear it twice. Is what I was thinking. But yeah, doubles 2 trips. Like if you're on a bonus, or anything with Uber or DoorDash, it would count as 2. So say you're on a quest with Uber and you have to make 3 deliveries between 11 and 1 for an extra $6. A double would count as 2 of those. So you would get double credit. The only gig app that I found where it doesn't count as 2 is on Spark. Spark is a different kind of monster, and the way it is set up is, they'll have a bonus that says make 9 trips and make an extra $45. But when you pick up, no matter how many things you're picking up, if you're picking them all up at one time, that's 1 trip. So if it's a 5-stop GMD, it's still 1 trip with Spark. So I always found that a bit interesting. Now, I live right here. We normally don't run this area that much, but we're going to run it more often just because it's busier for Uber. Eric sounds kind of godlike when he talks to Pax. That's pretty funny. Does that mean when he talks, Hopper, I have to be like, yes, Father? Is that what we got to do, Hopper? All right. First delivery is a few miles away. It was 2 deliveries. It's going to be about 6 miles total driving, I think. On Ashika Island, yeah, that's pretty funny. By the way, dog, I in my free time today, when I wasn't visiting the porcelain god, I made a loadout of the hemlock, like you suggested. And I've been using a bow, man. It's just really tough, and I like the hemlock, so I've done fairly well with it. Did fairly well with it, so I like that. I did end my day on a win today. Well, my afternoon. I'll probably play. Don't even do it. Come on, dude. Now, stream might hiccup here, guys. It doesn't last real long, but Walmart's right here to the right, literally right there. We turn right, we'll go into Walmart parking lot. What's funny is if we would have turned right there, we would have lost signal immediately. It'd been out, been done. For whatever reason, it just does not hold in that parking lot. I need to be over one, I think. Yeah, I do. So somebody's food smells good. I don't know whose it is. I don't know which order it is. I don't know whose food it is. Yeah. Now, see, my thing is, dog, with my eyes, maybe it's because I'm old. I don't know. All right. But I will tell you, I have to right now, for some reason, use the hollow sight. You know, I'm talking about the hologram or whatever it is. The state of the art infrared scope. I believe it's the hologram. But I have to use that. So it's like not optional. Without it, I don't do well. Oh, I need to check power steering, by the way, guys. I can hear it all of a sudden. I couldn't hear it today. And I forgot to check it before I left this morning. So I haven't filled it in 2 days. So I almost guarantee you it needs some power steering fluid. Just about guarantee it. Bo! Well, no, I have the shotty, bro. I use the broadside. I 100% use the broadside, man. So I don't need anything short range. Because me and the broadside get along just fine, dude. I may or may not have upset some TikTokers today with the broadside. I may have got called a few names I didn't like. And guys, it's funny because I'm kind of tame for the most part when it comes to like death comms and stuff. Every now and then I like to have a little fun. Someone actually reported me recently. I got a warning from Activision for my death comms. I got a warning for my death comms, so I had to chill out a little bit. And I didn't even say anything too awful bad in my opinion, just, my opinion. All right. We are in an ad spot, so we'll let that finish up. It's on here. So you guys get extra. Members get extra because I don't think they get ads right there. So ads might not be a bad thing. It may be a good thing. All right. We'll see how stream holds down through there. If it goes out on my end, obviously Eric will let you guys know when I get back. If it goes out. And it might. You got to go pretty far back in the woods. Definitely got to get power steering fluid into the reservoir after these 2 deliveries. Probably at the next pickup is what we'll do. When we're in a restaurant parking lot, turn the flashlight on the phone, fill up the reservoir, It did pretty good though. 2 days, 2 days without needing any. We do have two orders in the call. And Eric, if it gets really laggy and choppy, man, feel free to cut in and then come back whenever it cleans up.
So far, so good.
All right, yeah. So there's something about this area back here. And I'll tell you, it's something about the time of day as well. I've got a few spots on the west side of town, man, that if the sun is in the after 3 o'clock position until it sets, its stream goes out every time I hit certain areas. But prior to that and after that, it doesn't go out at all in that area. So something to do with sunspots on the way of the satellites or towers or something. It's another reason why I think these will be good at nighttime because number one, it's the busiest time of day with dinner rush. And number two, signal seems to hold up better in the evenings. I guess that goes back, if you think about it, some of you are too young to remember the beginning of cell phones. All right. And believe it or not, folks, it wasn't that long ago. All right. If you're a young person, you might be surprised to know that I was already an adult when cell phones became a thing. All right. I was already an adult when cell phones became. That's how young cell phones are in general. And back in the day, you didn't get all this unlimited text and calls and shit. All right. You got so many minutes a month. And then you had the option for free nights and weekends. Why? Because that's the slowest time on towers. So I think that's another reason Stream holds up so well in the evenings. Because free nights and weekends, man, they used to be the bomb, man. You'd be using your phone just to use your phone. Those were the days back then. All right, I got to try to find this house. All right, it's on this. All right, it's going to be the second building right here. We've been here before. 100% we have been to this house. All right. Let me see which one it is. Chewy's. This one's Chewy's, guys. I'll be right back. Oh. All right, let me mark this. Dude, they have like state of the art like system in their house, dude. I I walked up to the door. I literally could hear like Alexa or whatever it would be comparable go, someone has triggered their front door motion detector. Someone is at your door. And it was loud. Like you could hear it outside the whole house. You hear it in the whole house. All right. Second one is 2.6 miles away. Let's get to it real quick. That's pretty wild. A lot of chitty chatty. Dukes. Yeah, I remember collect calls and paying for long distance. Yeah, some people make TikToks all the time, and they're like, today's kids will never understand what "I'm done, pick me up" means. I'm ready, pick me up. And then your mom gets on the other end of the phone or your dad, and it says, "You have a collect call from I'm done, pick me up," and they know it's time to come get you, and nobody had to pay for it.
I was actually trying to find a transparent PNG of a bottle of power steering fluid that I was going to animate on the screen. But I couldn't find one that I didn't think was going to be a copyright issue potentially. So just so you know, it's a thought that counts, right? Too funny. Be sure to vote in that poll, you guys. I'm going to put that up on the screen here shortly.
All right, we got that. That had to happen now. That was way worse than what I thought. I started feeling it in the steering wheel. Usually I catch it when I just hear it, and I can handle it pretty quick. But that one I can actually hear in the steering wheel. So whenever I turn the steering wheel, so I had to make sure I take care of that or feel it. I mean, I can hear it and feel it. I don't like that. But like I said, I meant to check it and I didn't today. That's my fault. I was just trying to get out of the house. We'll be around $42 after this, I think. Roughly what 40, not quite 42, but 41, I think, something. So yeah, we'll be in good shape. We'll be in good shape. No more going out to Paolo. No more going out to Oak Ridge, man. That tip bait last night, that just kind of took all that off the table for me. It kind of disgusted me. That's why I don't like to venture out of our normal operating area. Like even in the area we're in right now, we took orders from our normal area that we would pick up in if they paid enough. We took a few unicorns out here. This is a fairly nice area still. This is a fairly nice area still. All right. Trying to figure out where to go, guys. I have to do like some kind of weird turn right here, or is it just a road shift? It's a road shift. The map shows it as like a super hairpin left turn, but it's just where the road turns. 1.5 miles. We're not going to end up in the best of areas for the second part of this. This is why Uber likes to hide addresses, because you just never know with Uber where you're going to end up. This would be the Jason's Deli. What are you doing, man? All right. Something. I don't know. Eric's showing something on screen.
Oh, we were running a poll on.
Okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure you knew there was something up there, just in
Yeah,
case I didn't know if you were. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
It was not a Microsoft Windows and is infected and call this number.
Yeah.
It looks like about. Well, I don't have it. Looks like about 40% actually do rideshare or delivery that are watching right now.
Yeah, quite a few. Yeah. It's kind of always been that way. And if they don't, a lot of them at least have the apps. Like Detroit doesn't actually deliver, but he's got all the apps. You know, he used to deliver every now and then. Haven't seen him today, so I know he's got some stuff going on. Someone he's worked with for a long time passed away yesterday. Over at the Bronco plant. Yeah, Carr is much happier, guys. And I told you guys that we're just gonna keep rolling like this. So 6 months from now, some of you may still be saying, "You still putting power steering fluid in there?" Sure am. Just so you know in advance, sure will be. There are some things that just are worth surrendering to and just paying the tax. And it's like paying a tax to deliver. I pay a $3 tax every day to deliver in power steering fluid. All right. I hope this is going where it's supposed to go because these businesses all look closed to me. Oop. But something over here looks might be open. It is a leave at door. Yeah, it's going to be down here. Oh, wait a minute. Is it right here? No. Thought maybe it was there. No. I think it's this one right, dude. This is closed. How much you want to bet they put the wrong address? This ain't it. That's not it either. Hold on. It's behind me. Let me call them. Guys, I need to call these people and make sure that they wanted this delivered to their business. Because this all looks pretty closed to me. This is it right here. Nope. It says picnic table by dock. I don't see any of that. I don't see any of that, man. Maybe the docks are on the side. I'll be right back.
And everybody in chat is sitting here hoping we don't view CrazyBags get robbed on a live stream. This is why I leave my wallet in the car when I'm doing deliveries. By the way, while he's hunting for that unicorn picnic table, let us know in the comments if you have anything you'd like to see in these streams, so that as we kind of build out the process and the templates and everything for it, we can take those into consideration. I mean, obviously we have limitations, but we're probably only showing you about 10% of our capabilities on this first stream. So I think it's going to get it's going to get real fun, but we want it to be as engaging as possible and have as much content during the streams as possible. So if there's any suggestions you have other than the suggestions that Hopper would make, let me know in the comments, and we'll take notes and see if there are things we can do.
We got somebody is in a car over here. They're working on a race car or something, and they keep revving it up super loud. They were here. He's inside working. He told me where to leave it. I said, "Man, it looks like everything's closed." He said, "I'm a small business owner, man. I work 24 hours a day. Just leave it on. There's a picnic table around the side. Just leave it there." I was like, "All right." So he's probably in there cutting granite tonight in a dock. That'd be my guess. All right. Dun, dun. Hopper wants to. Well, Hopper wants to see cans. Oh my goodness. And Hopper, for the record, when we do the Ask Jenna segments, Hopper, you cannot ask the real questions you want to know the answers to. All right, just for the record. All right. Yeah, we're gonna set Hopper up with an only cans just for Hopper, where he can share his cans. The Hop Man. All right, guys, I'm kind of lost. I don't exactly know where I'm at. I'll let you guys know the money in a minute. We're empty, right? Yeah, everything's been delivered. Everything's been delivered. And we'll take a peek at the money situation here momentarily once we get moving. Once we get on the road, once we get moving, folks, we will take care of that. All right? That was supposed to pay, and I'm sure it will, because they both seemed all right. I don't know though. The one last night seemed really cool. Like he met me outside last night. Like the guy who tip baited me, he met me outside last night. Big old grin on his face. How are you? Thanks for bringing my food, the whole 9 yards, and then took away his tip. So that's some shitty stuff right there. All right. So I think we have a grand total of 757 that is still due in to us. All right. What's this road really quick? Let me find out where we're at, guys. For some reason, I feel like we came off of this road. And I don't know if we did or not, but we're going to find out. All right. So 757 puts us at 4122. 4122, guys, 4 deliveries. That is our current situation. So just so you guys know exactly where we're at. And like I said, I don't know this area very well. I'm guessing how to get us back out of here, but we'll see. I know, kick his ass, right? You know? Yeah. Yes, it's a very rotten thing to do to somebody. They had put a $13 tip on their order last night on Uber Eats, and they lived, keep in mind now, they lived 12.8 miles from delivery. So it wasn't like it was a very close delivery. It was 12.8 miles. Not only was it 12.8 miles, it was 10:30 at night, and it was 12.8 miles the opposite way of home. Like it didn't even go towards my house. And I went ahead and took it anyways, and sure as shit got tip baited. Sure as shit got tip baited. So, where are those streets? I don't even know where those streets are. Well, somebody took it. Never mind. I was going to take this delivery. I really was. Because it would have definitely made tonight very successful. But I couldn't hit it quick enough. Somebody will take it. I just hope they don't get tip baited. But yeah, tip baiting is very crappy. It's in some cities, it's just a standard thing that they do it. So there are cities out there like the city of Detroit where you really have to just guess. Detroit will tell you that when he comes in. I'm sure we'll see him at some point tonight, but he'll tell you. I mean, it's a gamble. That was another big trip radar run, and unfortunately I was driving, so I wasn't able to snatch it up, but I would have. But by the time I had a moment to even look at it, it was already gone. It said another driver had already matched to it. But it was 20 miles for $37.04. It was 20 miles for $37.04. Stayed all here in Knoxville. What it did is, for us, we would have had to leave here, go all the way downtown, and then we would have ended up all the way out at Kingston Pike and Old Stage Road, which is where we want to be anyways, but so it would have been perfect for us. But that's why it was 20 miles. And it was only a double drop. But it came out of a downtown restaurant. But well worth 37.04. Would have been well worth 37.04, that's for sure. All right, we're just going to keep going. There's some stuff that's hot up on Kingston Pike, but we'll head this way. My hope is that we get lucky enough to snag one of those big Walmarts at 8:30. Give me one more little run kind of going out in the way I want to go that we can get done in 30 minutes, pays $9-10, and then drop the $30 plus Walmart on us at 8:30. Because those are big. And the thing is, it's really weird out here because in this area, you only get them, they're really plentiful 7:30, 8:30, 9:30 in the morning, and then again 8:30 to 9:30 at night. There are parts of Knoxville where it starts at 3:30 in the afternoon, guys, and you can literally run Walmart all night. I will tell you, they're not the safest parts of Knoxville. It's where the murders happen. It's where the crime is. It's also why I don't do it. I have 2 young babies at home, and I don't want to put myself in that position. All right. See if we don't get a delivery here. Go back to Cedar Bluff area, see what happens. Tomorrow I'm looking out to smash a really big day. As long as everything, as a matter of fact, I may not even take my supplements in the morning, guys. I may just get up and go to work and then start taking them at night when I get home or something. The only issue with that is they wire me up pretty good. They have a lot of caffeine in them, so they get me pretty fired up. That's for sure. More debt than DoorDash. Detroit. Detroit is in the house. Detroit, thank you for the Kickstart Cash App, baby. Thank you for the Cash App, man. Kickstart Fund finally has a few dollars in it. For that, I'm thankful. Cab drivers only going, yeah, there are. Yeah, there are, man. It just, like during the day, I'd be okay with it. But at night, I'm just not interested in running those orders. And we did it one night. Some of you may remember that night. And we did great that night. We had an amazing night that night. We took a bunch of Walmarts, we took a bunch of food, but some of them were very sketchy. Very, very sketchy. Yeah, Detroit, thank you for the Cash App, baby. Appreciate that. So one of the things I was worried about with Twitch was, we got busted for ban avoidance. but Ton did too, and that's why he only. Ton's actual suspension was up a week ago, but he just got his account back a couple days ago because they made him wait an extra week for ban evasion. So that's probably what will happen to us. What my guess is, what will happen is you guys. I probably will find out first because I'll be able to log into my account and it'll go to the appeals page and it'll have a a countdown as to when my account will be available. That's what happened to Ton. He said he went to check his appeal one day and it said he had a 7-day suspension for ban evasion that he was serving, and so after 7 days his accounts were active again. And Ton got banned this time for nudity. He was at some club in Thailand doing an IRL stream, and some girl's whole boob fell out on camera. That's what he got banned for this time, guys. And then he he had another account and he logged into it and got a ban evasion on top of it. Yeah, it fell out. Yeah. How can you tell the difference? Because right now I don't have a timer. I don't have a you're banned until this date. Mine just says indefinite. When it goes to you're banned until this date, then at least we'll know. But honestly, I'm going to log into it, guys. We're going to do some things on it, but for the most part, we're not going to stream there. And I'm not going to apply for partner over there now, because if you're a partner, you're not allowed to stream on Kick at all. That's something new they've put into play. They allowed partners out of their non-exclusive or the exclusivity contracts, right, where they weren't allowed to stream on YouTube or anything. They let them do that now. But they were very specific in the contract, the new contract, and it says YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. It names like 6 places they're allowed to stream. TikTok, and Kick is not on that list. And every partner that has streamed on Kick has now been banned from YouTube or from Twitch. No, I am not back on Twitch. I don't even have a return date on Twitch. I'm still indefinitely suspended. I am currently indefinitely suspended. All right. So. I'm sorry. Oh, Siri thinks I was talking to her. Yeah, if they get caught, they'll get kicked. If they get caught on Kick, they will ban them from Twitch. All right. It is a trend that is happening to all the partnered streamers who have done a stream on Kick. And the sad part is, I'm just going to be really honest, because we're on YouTube, so we can talk a little more openly about the different platforms. But the sad part is, a lot of the partners that are coming to Kick already had borderline content. And a lot of them have already received bans on Kick, whether it be 24 hours, 48 hours, whatever it may be. They've already gotten banned once on Kick. So it's kind of funny. All right. No, I have no interest in getting back into trucking, Clorox. I have no interest in getting back into trucking at all. None. So I've been saying that for 3 years. Nobody seems to believe me, but I promise you it's true. It is 100% true. Saturday when I was rolling around on the floor and the 7-year-old was putting me in the headlock and giving me the Hulk Hogan elbow to the head or to the side, and the 4-month-old was being bounced off my head, it just reassured me that I've made the right choice staying out of trucking, and I have no desire to go back. None. Yeah, right. Well, and each maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not the fact that these partners streamed on Kick. Maybe it was the content that they put out on Kick, and Twitch just didn't like it, and they don't want to be associated with that. So that could be it too. That could be it too. Maybe it was just the fact that they went over the Kick and put out some very over the top content, like seriously over the top content for some of them. Well, brother, I mean, good luck to you. If I was a young man and single, or if I was an older guy and single with no kids, I would be in trucking. If I didn't have kids right now, guys, I'd be trucking. All right. So it's not that I feel like there's anything wrong with trucking. So let me just, for the record, it's not that I think that there's anything wrong with trucking. It's just that I'm in my life, in my position right now, I don't have room for trucking. You know, I have two small children at home, and they're going to know who their daddy is, and they're going to spend time with their daddy. They're going to, I'm not going to go through, my 7-year old for the first 4 years of his life hardly ever saw his father. All right, like hardly ever, guys. Like I was hardly ever home. Right. It's part of the reason that my marriage is as it is. All right, is all those years I spent in the truck. All right, it's all right. We got to turn around. So it's not that I feel like there's anything wrong with trucking in general. It's just I'm not in a position in life where I can do it. So Clorox, if you're a young man and you're single and you ain't got no kids, man, go get on a truck. All right. My only exception as far as that advice goes to people is this. If you are trying to put food on your table, all right, because you have kids, you're trying to feed those kids, and you literally can't find any other way to do it because you live in small town America and there's no income there, except $7.25 an hour somewhere, then you have to do what you have to do. But I will tell you, if that's the choice you make and you go to trucking to do that, save all your money and move your family into a better situation where you don't have to be trucking for a long period of time. All right. Being in a truck kept my family fed for many, many, many years, man. But I'm going to tell you, it made, when I was trucking, I was a different person. And I wasn't necessarily the kind of person that I want to be. I don't know how to explain that to you. I was always stressed out. My mental health was always a disaster because of lack of sleep and stress. I just, I was always on edge. Uh, my wife would call me. I wouldn't even answer the phone, man. I don't talk that bitch. You know what I mean? It's just, I ain't in the mood for it. So it's definitely a different kind of life. We are working our way back downtown now. Working our way downtown. No, we're working our way to Papa John's. Is what we're doing, folks. Papa John's Pizza, 4 miles, $9 and some change. That is what we ended up with. So we're going to grab it real quick. So I can take a couple extra puffs off this before I put it out. Read chat for a minute. That's the other thing I want to do in these streams is I don't want to always be in such a hurry. I don't always want to be in such a hurry. No tip, no trip, baby. That's right. Jenna was always being sexually harassed on the truck. That's why she had to quit trucking. Those are her words, not mine. Right? Yeah. Yeah, you have the kids all the time each. Yeah. Yeah. Hopper killed the pole. Oh, he just closed it for him. Fury, how are you, man? Nothing's up with Kick. We just, we had planned on doing the YouTube thing. Why? Is Kick down or something? Is Kick having issues? I'm just trying to take a couple puffs off this, guys, before I go in. We're picking up a pizza order. I don't even know if it'll be ready, but we'll find out. What is it? What's Papadias? Oh, Philly steak cheese papadilla. I guess it's a sandwich. So they got 2 steak subs, a order of wings, and a sausage pizza. We'll go in and figure it out. I'll go in and get it. I'm gonna take my DoorDash bag in to get it because it's the only pizza bag I got. I did get a Danish because I am starving, man. I haven't ate today. Just wasn't feeling good. I'll be back.
Hey guys, since Bags was mentioning Kick, it's so he streams a lot of gaming. For those that don't know, might have just joined in on the chat or on the stream. A lot of gaming over on his Kick, and right now I think you have to go to the URL, and I think someone Jenna or someone's posted it in the chat. I put it up on the screen occasionally. Go to that URL, set up a free account, and you can subscribe to his Kick channel over there and watch his gaming streams. And I think they have an app coming as well, which is going to make it. He's excited about it. I'm excited about it too. I can't do a live stream. I can't watch a live stream if I can't also do something else easily. So I'm really looking forward to the Kick app, which I think is coming up. But be sure to jump over there if you haven't already done so and you want to drop in on some of his gaming streams too. Does anyone else think that road looks like it has snow on it? I know it doesn't, but it looks like it does. All right, so I don't know if you saw in the comments, he said it's going to be a few minutes. It's still in the oven. So I got to have a lot more conversations with Bags about what he wants to do with these. But, the 30 or so people who've been with us tonight are so critical when you're building something like this. You're the foundation of it, and I really can see how this can get pretty big, especially bringing in other content And like I said earlier, he can do interviews with this too. We can patch in others who are maybe taking a break from deliveries and have just conversations with them. If he's taking a 30-minute break, he can have a conversation with anybody else. All they have to have is a phone. So it's going to open up a whole lot of new doors, I think, and make for some really creative content. But the 30 or so that have been in and out all night, you're so important. I mean, it means so. Like, those of you who are subscribed to Jen and I's channel Driver Lineup, that first 100, the diehards that are in every live stream, are what built our entire community. And it's the same over here with CrazyBags. So, if you don't have a few bucks to kick in, which in this economy, not all of us do, that's totally understandable. But if you could, just hit the like button, jump into comments when he's going live. If you're out there and you interact with others, let them know that the CrazyBags channel is building this platform, this media platform, really to go out and kind of do something really unique in the gig economy space. I mean, there's a ton of YouTube videos out there, or channels out there that do gig economy type videos, but there's not really anything that focuses on the live streaming aspect and bringing a lot of different types of media and a lot of different personalities into it like this. So I'm really excited about it. I love this. I love nerding out on this kind of stuff. Obviously, Jenna, my wife, has great has great cabinets, as everybody knows. Well, quite a few. If you're in Discord, you're very aware of my wife's cabinets and bush and cans. But she loves doing this too, and she's been on moderating on marathon 10-hour streams, and that's what it's going to take is. All of us just, even if it's just a like, comment, when the video gets posted afterwards, go leave a comment on that too, so that it actually shows in the comments down below, and that just helps with engagement and stuff. So I'm becoming a big advocate because I'm spending a lot of time here, so building this, or at least helping and doing my part to build it. So and I know a lot of you have invested and donated and done your part too. So I just want to make sure to let you know that it's really important. It does matter. And I think we're going to be able to do some really cool stuff here. And I do plan on doing a live stream again. Maybe this week. I'll be honest with you guys. I've done only rides I've done only rides since Thursday. So, and I can't live stream rides. It's against both Lyft and Uber policy. So I think I'm going to pick a day this week, or at least a couple hours, that Bags is not streaming, and go out and do a live stream on UberEats and maybe DoorDash. I don't know if I'm going to do live DoorDash on his channel because I'm not. I'm probably pretty harsh on DoorDash, and I don't want to get him in trouble. But I do enjoy it. I honestly do enjoy it. I don't have to do it, but I love to drive. I've learned San Antonio like the back of my hand in the past few weeks. I know shortcuts that people who've lived here for 20 years probably don't know. So I just love to drive. It's a good time. Oh, let's see here. They doubled it. Going to be a few more minutes. So it looks like you got a double order from the same place, which is epic. So if you're not watching the comments, Bags will be back here shortly. He's inside getting pizza, and it sounds like he got either the customer doubled the order, or he got another customer from that same place. So he's going to have to wait on the second trip to finish. Railroader says, I'm critical on Uber in my area. Yeah, it's so weird that it's that different in markets, in different markets. Because Uber Eats generally, I think, is pretty good. Now you have to cherry pick. No doubt you're gonna have to go through a lot of it. But typically, probably every 3 trips proposed to me on Uber Eats is about $2 a mile. And within that $5 or 5 mile range that I want to go, with restaurants that are pretty quick. DoorDash in San Antonio is just awful. And I'm not saying that here on the channel to beat on DoorDash. I'm just saying in the San Antonio market, it's just awful. It is 9 out of 10 trips on DoorDash here are no tip. At least in my experience. I can't speak for anyone else. MD Fury, Eric, you done with trucking? I'm done driving a truck, to be honest with you. I did have to get a physical to keep my CDL active. But the same reasons that Bags just mentioned, those are my reasons. Exactly the same. I have to see my son's face often. And my wife. So yeah, for the same reasons, I just can't. You know, when I got into trucking, it was always the plan for Jenna to be with me on the truck. She was with me on the truck before she was a driver, and she was with me on the truck as a driver. It was never a part of our plan for one of us to be on a truck and one not to be. That wasn't in the cards. And now that we have a son who's almost 1 year old, it's just not going to work. Let's see, 29 subs so far on that. Oh yeah, Hopper talking about my little channel. I love to drive but quit trucking. Yeah, I don't love driving it. I prefer drive my car. I have a 19 Ford Flex that is super comfortable. In fact, my car qualifies for Uber comfort rides, which pay better and are generally better customers. Well, yeah, if I drive my car over a truck any day of the week. I do not like driving a truck. Let's see, Susan S. They can set their own schedule with gig work. Yeah, for sure. Hunter, hope I'm getting paid. Do you mean for helping with the channel? No, I'm not getting paid. I don't want to get paid. I want to see this grow, and I want to be a part of it. That's the pay to me. Jenna and I both, we want to be a part of it. Bags is a friend of ours and has been for years. So that's the payment for me. Railroader, I'm really good on Dash. I will tell you this, since dashing in Gettysburg, my acceptance rate went from 45 to 75. Really? Wow. 75 acceptance rate on DoorDash. That's incredible. I think mine's like 7.5. Now, Rail, are you the one who was going to try rides? Surprisingly, I'm actually enjoying rides. I did not think that would be the case. But it's just much faster. Here in San Antonio, like this morning, I ran from 4 a.m. ish until about 8:30, 8:45 a.m. And it was nonstop. It was one driver after another, or one rider after another. So there's no downtime, and there's no waiting in restaurants. And another thing with riders that's interesting to me is that at least half, if not 2/3 of the miles are going to get the rider. So generally with riders, I only have them in my car.
Actually have to call, I have to call support, so I'll get to mute you guys anyways.
Got it. So yeah, the riders, I don't know if I think he said he was muting. Guest is muted. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we weren't putting customer information over the airwaves. Anyway, so generally with rides, even if they're like a 7-mile ride, I find that I'm only taking the rider the last mile or two maybe 3 miles. And I don't take the ones all the way across town. It's not worth it. Let's see. They didn't make the flex very long. Yeah, we wanted a flex, and we hunted that one down, and we got exactly what we wanted. Rail, yeah, I thought about it, but haven't done it yet. Yeah, I thought that was you. CrazyBags, empty beer bottles. You DoorDash on a bike in New York. Wow. So what the new F-150 Tremor. Jenna, that's awesome. Crazy. Just trucking on YouTube, drives Uber and loves it. He owns his own truck, and the loads went to crap. I've heard that. That's funny you say that, because a writer actually mentioned just trucking. I actually, it's funny because I pick up a lot of truck drivers, and sometimes they'll be in an alley, like next to a Walmart or behind a Walmart or something. So the pen goes to them in the alley, and they get in the car and they say to me, sorry if this is really weird. And I'm like, no, it's not weird at all. At all. I know exactly what it's like sleeping in a truck in an alley and having to take an Uber somewhere. Hunter Green, that's getting more done than what I'm seeing on this stream. Crazy bottles. Well, just so you guys know, Bags, for anyone who just joined, Bags is inside of a pizza joint getting a double order, one of which it seems there's a problem with because he's on the phone with either a customer or support or someone. So he'll be back. Oh, yeah, remember. Yeah, I think I started that story earlier. Hopper says, remember, don't tell Bags where you found your golden pot of writers. Yeah, I will not say which one it was, but a high school. Man, it was crazy. It was crazy this morning. So I told Jenna, I said, from now on, I'm going to go where that high school is in San Antonio on weekday mornings from 6:45 to 8:45, because for 2 hours, all I did was deliver high school students to school. And they were all within 2 miles, and they all had a $7 or $8 surge. So it was like $10 rides, one after another. I would drop someone off at the high school and immediately go back into the neighborhood and pick someone up at a mile and a half away, bring them back a mile and a half to the high school. And it was like $10 every time. The surge was crazy because there were both teachers and students that needed Ubers to the high school, and there just wasn't enough cars over there. So I was able to pick what I wanted. It was amazing. See, Jenna says, yeah, I do want a Raptor, and I don't care. There's going to be Raptor haters. There's also Flex haters. Hunter, free work, don't buy Raptors, get back to work. Have not heard of the Tremor. Hopper says, if I'm going to pay that much for a truck, it has to be a full size. Yeah, trucks are expensive, man. Someone was telling me he bought a Ford pickup to one of my riders telling me he bought a Ford pickup to pull a fifth wheel, and he paid $110,000 for it. I don't remember what it was. It probably had dually and all kinds, bells and whistles. It might not have been a Ford, but he said $110,000. I was like, dude, my Freightliners and Peterbilts cost $160,000. It's crazy to me if pickup trucks are now getting up to the same price as commercial vehicles, brand new. Crex, have they heard of a school bus? I asked them. First of all, to me, it was weird that high school students take Uber. I mean, I didn't even have a phone in high school. So I told Jenna that I picked up a high school student last week and took him to school. And I thought that was the weirdest thing ever. And then this morning I spent 2 hours taking high school students to school. It's weird that Uber. What a weird world. Kids are lazy. Well, now part of it too, I should say this. in full transparency, it was a little rainy this morning. Not super rainy. So I would imagine that some of those kids probably normally walk. So I don't think it would be that way every day. But it wasn't raining for the last half hour, and I was still doing Uber rides. Too cool for the bus. I didn't have a choice when I was a kid unless I wanted to walk across town. Yeah. Well, I drove to high school. It's all good, Bags. We're keeping everybody up to speed on what your situation is. This is going to be a great story when he gets back. See, this is good content, because now that I've done food delivery and rides, I'm like just chomping on the bits here to hear how this is going down. So if you recall, when he parked here, this was going to be a simple run in and grab his pizza. Nard Dog texting Kryptonite, it's rain. So true, because it wasn't even really raining. It was just like just a step above a mist. My Texas college saying 70% chance of rain, 0% chance of making it to class on time. That is so true. Susan, when is not a mess at some when is it not a mess at some point? Yeah. Let's see. Got ad break coming up. So for those who don't get the ads, just hang on. It actually shows me a little bar so that I know when the ads end. Looks like 8 seconds, and we'll probably have an update from Bags here shortly. So we've got Hunter Green here, who seems to have a really pleasant attitude about life. Maybe he'll get free food. Yeah, maybe he will. Probably not. They duplicated the order, so they are sorting it out. Okay, so it sounds like maybe the customer duplicated the order. Maybe they want to double the food. Minga 99, no ads for you. That means you probably have supported the channel, or you have premium, YouTube Premium. I think is why you wouldn't have ads. Where's my wife? My son must be hungry. Or he shited himself. So now I really want to know what the hell's going on.
Oh, hold on. Never.
He was going to give us an update, but he got a call. You are right here. Jenna's actually across. Jenna's not in the same building that I'm in. We're on the same property, just not in the same building. He pooped. Yeah, I knew it. And hungry. Yeah.
He's in the he shed.
Yeah, I am in an e-shed. That's fantastic. So, Bags, you're probably on the phone, but we're all itching to figure out what the hell's going on.
All right, so what happened was, I give you a quick update while I'm waiting. The customer put an order in, and I guess they thought it was going to the wrong address, so they put it in again, and they didn't cancel the first one. So I have 2 orders on my phone going to the same customer at the same address for the exact same food. And I called Uber. I asked Papa John's about it, and they're like, we're not going to make that until you call them because we're not going to waste food. So I called the customer. Customer said, yeah, it's only one order. I don't need two. So then I called Uber support, and this is the kind of support I got from Uber tonight. He goes, well, you need to call the customer and have them cancel the order with the order they don't want. I said, okay, you can't call them? He goes, oh, no, our system doesn't have a way to call the customer. I go, well, what do you mean? You call the customer every other time I have an issue with an order. All of a sudden, you can't call the customer? What do you mean your system doesn't allow you to call the customer? And he started laughing, and I said, so you just don't want to call the customer? Well, and I hung up on him. So then I called the customer and told the customer what they needed to do on their end. But yes, it's a mess.
And you're probably not going to get compensated for that time.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. So I'm actually going to look up where they're at right now because they told me the street they're on, and I'm going to start driving that way. If I can find it. And I can't. I can't even find it when I push the street in. I hope it's even in this city.
Oh my God.
Now that I'm thinking about it, because something is not right. And the customer was told they have to cancel. I did call the customer back and told him he does have to cancel one of his orders. He absolutely has to. Now, what I can do is I can cancel it on my end and get it out of the system on my phone so that I can go ahead and proceed with my delivery. And hope, yep. Okay, we're good. We're good. So now that other order's there, I just hope the customer goes in and cancels it before someone else shows up to pick it up. There you go.
That's funny.
So, but I don't have time to sit here for another hour while they try to sort out the order situation because it's the exact same food. It was identical. That's how I knew there was a problem. When they sent me the second order and it said for an extra 0 miles, $9, I was like, something doesn't seem right about that. And sure enough, dude, when did this area? I'm not gonna lie, man. This is sketchy as hell all of a sudden over here. And this is not a bad area of town, just so everybody knows. So I'm really shocked that I'm seeing as many. There's a lady right now in the middle of the street to the left, and she was just kind of doing a jig, dude, in the middle of the street dancing over there. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, right here, this lady with the backpack on, she was doing a little dance, and she got headphones on, so maybe she was just dancing her ass across the street. I don't know. But just threw me off a little bit. But anyway, so what I did is I went in and canceled one of them myself, kicked it back to Uber, and I showed that I picked the food up, and now we're going to go deliver. And the customer will get their food. So this ended up being just a bad order in general. And this seems to happen, whether it's DoorDash or Uber, this tends to happen, it seems like once a day. At some point during the day, I'll get some kind of order that chews up a block of time that you can't get back. So it's a pretty persistent thing. But it's just part of the gig work. It's just part of what we do on a daily basis. And let me get over. I actually need to be all the way over here. I was trying to let that guy figure out. I thought he was going to turn left, and I was just going to get behind him, but then he didn't. So I had to slow down and let him get a little distance so I could get over. Anyway, so yeah, that's what happened. And then, like I said, the guy at Uber who I talked to, he didn't want to make the phone call. Yeah, well, it's a 10-inch sausage pizza, 2 papadillas, and an order of wings is what it is. So it's a little bit of food. Now, Papa John's isn't going to make the food. So if another driver shows up before it gets canceled, they're going to, and then they're going to tell them, hey, no, we're not making that. It's a duplicate. Someone already picked it up. And then it'll be up to Uber to try to sort it out. But I tried. But I was pretty amazed by the fact that he told me that he had no way to call the customer. When anybody who does gig work, if you have an issue with an order, the first thing they do is call the customer or the store. It's the first thing Uber will do. If a customer calls you and says, cancel my order, and you call into support, they'll usually say, let me call the customer to verify. Then they'll come back after 3 or 4 minutes and go, hey, I talked to the customer. They do want to cancel the order. I'm going to cancel it out in the system. And you move on with your time. But tonight's guy, our hero, yeah, he's the anti-hero. He was the anti-hero that Taylor Swift sings about because he didn't want to take the time to call the customer and explain to the customer what was wrong. He didn't want to do that. But that's all right. Yeah, it hasn't been an extremely great night. It is Monday. The money nights are Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but I did not work today during the day. Was not feeling well today. All right, 2 miles from delivery. This would have been a great double if it would have been real, because it would have been like $18 for 4 miles. But it turns into 4 miles for $9 and some change. It'll put me over $50. I'll take it. Tomorrow's Tuesday. That's a whole different monster, guys. You guys know how Tuesdays are. Some Tuesdays are great. Other Tuesdays are absolutely trash. I'm going to guess, it's the beginning of the month. We could end up in a trashy Tuesday situation tomorrow. I hope not. But you just never know. That's very well what could end up. Eric, I was sitting here thinking, I thought, someday too, we could reverse roles.
I would have to leave the DoorDash app off. If you were in San Antonio, you'd do the same.
Is that bad there, huh?
Oh, man. When I did that stream on your channel a week and a half ago, everybody sat there and listened to me reject trips for probably 15 minutes straight. It was just...
Oh, wow. Did you get put in jail a couple times where you had to hit the
for sure.
button?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If I don't get put in jail in timeout on DoorDash 2 or 3 times a shift, then I'm not making money.
You're not doing it properly.
Yeah. But we could definitely do that. This software and everything, you just use my account and you can run it from your place. But I don't know if you heard, I was saying another thing that we could do down the road is if you've got a friend or someone in chat or someone that does this, all they need is a phone to patch them in. I mean, you could have 4 or 5 people here having a conversation. You take a 30-minute break and, smoke a cigarette and have a conversation with somebody. I mean, there's so many things you can do to just mix it up.
Yep. Yeah, there is. And, we had, originally we had plans to do that. It didn't work out for us, but
yeah.
And that may, it may come to fruition at some point. My son does this as well here locally. And I know other people who do it. So, I mean, that's something that maybe could still happen in some way. We're super close to this one. Be there momentarily, folks. Just hang on. Just hang on. We're almost there. Why do I want a donut? Oh, shit. Is Hopper right? Was Hopper right? Is there a bun in the oven? A donut bun in the oven? Jenna's craving donuts. All right, let's go down here. See, now you guys are going to want me, might make me want donuts, but I have a Danish in the car. That's equivalent to a donut, right? I do have one. I bought it when I was at the Waggles, so I do have something in the car. All right, so here's our delivery coming up. See if we can get this done. It was weird when I called this guy, he answered the phone with a business name both times I called him. I told him what he needed to do on his end. He needed to cancel that order. I don't know if he did it or not, obviously, because we didn't stick around. Because I don't have 30 minutes to wait while he figures out how to do it. But he knows what he's supposed to do. Look at that hole in the ground. Holy crud. Make sure we get that nice and slow. All right. This should be our delivery. It is. All right. We have found it. Let me run up there and deliver it really quick. It's immediate door. So I do have to talk to him. I want to make sure I remind him to cancel that order in the system. Oh, gotcha.
Sorry, guys. I muted that real quick. So, Bags, if you want to give me a thumbs up or something when you get back in the car. Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, I'm back. Oh, you guys could probably hear me. Is that what it was?
We almost heard the customer, so I muted it.
Hold on.
Excuse me. We'll leave it muted until he gets moving or gives me a thumbs up again. After these messages, even that could be copyrighted. What was that from, anyway? Wasn't that from like a kid's show or something? Bear with us, y'all. He'll be right back. I actually have some be right back screens, like this one, for example. So I'm working on a couple screens that'll throw some overlays in there just to make sure that everyone knows the feed is actually live and not frozen or anything like that. Because those of you who are watching, you know what's going on. But if someone drops into the stream right when it looks like this, they wouldn't really understand what they're watching, right? So we'll get some more stuff going. I've got a lot of overlays too that I just need to get positioned in the right area. Oh, he's back. All right, you're unmuted.
All right, we're good. We're good. Sorry about that. She came out. She couldn't get it canceled, and when she tried to call support, it wouldn't. There was no number for support, so I had to look up the number for support in order to get the order canceled. Now, I'll tell you, I've had somewhere along the way, at some point tonight, we've had a few extra dollars come in from somewhere. And I don't know where, because I'm showing $55.19 is what I'm showing on my current day. And, oh, here it is. Wow. So here's what happened. The double we took, the Chewy's and Jason's Deli, was supposed to pay $17.01. It paid $24.97. So it paid an additional $7.96. So one of them was a stiff, and they added $7.96 as a tip after delivery. Now, that goes with the, that's a good that goes with the bad. So DoorDash, if you order from DoorDash, I've been told there's no way to add a tip after delivery on DoorDash. Uber, not only can they take a tip away, they can add a tip up to an hour after your delivery. All right, so, and we still have $3 coming in from them that we just delivered. So we're going to be at $58.19 is our current number. $58.19. And hopefully she gets that worked out with support. I had to dig for that phone number, but I gave it to her. I did give it to her. But that's the only thing about these food delivery services. There's a huge breakdown. And, in most companies, you have a breakdown between the company and the customer, right? At some point, you have some kind of breakdown that happens and it upsets a customer, and they have no way to contact the company. The company doesn't know they're trying to contact them. Well, unfortunately, with gig apps, you have multiple breakdowns. You have breakdowns between Uber and the driver, right? Because I was trying to explain to them what we needed, and they basically were refusing to help. They weren't going to call the customer. And then you have the breakdown between the company and the customer, because this poor customer is trying to contact Uber on the app, right? Uber is saying, tell the customer to cancel the order on the app. The customer goes on the app, and when they go to cancel it, it just says help. When they hit the help button, nothing comes up. It goes to the internet articles of help, the frequently asked questions for the help section. It doesn't give them a phone number. It doesn't give them a text option. It gives them 0 options to contact Uber. She was showing me on her phone. And that's a big breakdown. It's a big breakdown in the system. I will tell you, I feel like DoorDash support is much better than Uber's. And what's sad is they probably out of the same call center. They just have different policies for each one. It's probably what it is. Probably out of the same call center somewhere down in South America, because that's usually where they're at. Most of the call centers are now located in Brazil for Uber and DoorDash. And there's just a huge breakdown there. All right, it's 8:50. Let's see if we can get another run in here. Good night, Hoppa. Hopper's going off, guys. Hopper's off to dreamland. He's out to fantasize about cabinets and bushes. We'll see you soon, Hopper. Be safe. Be safe, brother. Let's see what we can do here. You like it, Hopper? All right. Well, I do too. I do too, and I think for a first run, I think things went pretty good. To be honest, for a first run, I think it went pretty well. Um, so there'll be more of it. 42% are single. 60 of us know quite well you get the donuts because you love her. I thought it was chocolate, man. You don't remember it was the chocolate? For those that don't know, I had an order. I picked up an order at a gas station, at a Speedway, which is owned by 7-Eleven. We don't have 7-Elevens here, but Speedway is owned by 7-Eleven, so they're on Uber. And I picked up a order, and it was 2 candy bars. And it went to like a boot world or something over there, Cavender's Boots or something, over off of Parkside. And I get over there and I walk in and I hand the young lady the order. She's young, you know, college age, 19, 20 years old. And she looks in the bag and she said, I told him I was on my period and he sent me chocolate. He's a keeper. So it was kind of a funny moment for me as a delivery driver. We have live music going down right now outside. Jeez. Oh, they're right there on the left. They're on top of the common sign. I don't know if you guys see my finger. They're right there. They have an amp and guitars. And he is just standing on top of the sign playing music. No shirt on. Interesting. Probably stoned, let's be honest. I think we'll be okay copyright wise because he keeps missing chords. So I think we'll be all right. Should be just fine. That's really loud though. I don't know if you guys can hear it. All right. Two guys up there playing guitars. All right, so you know what? I think we're just gonna sit right here at Carolina Ale House. It's 9 o'clock, or right at it. We're gonna be wrapping up here shortly, in a few minutes, guys. I think that's one of the things that will help this stream grow, and what we plan on doing here is keeping it pretty consistent on what we're doing. Hey, they brought our parking back, by the way. This parking was missing yesterday or the day before. All right, let me take a peek here. I do have the app on, guys. We're just going to wait a minute, see if anything comes in. I don't know if you guys can hear all that. Pinball. Let's see. No new poll. Will Eric sleep on the couch after no donut delivery? Oh, now I want a beer. I guess y'all can hear the music, maybe. A tough poll. You put out a tough poll, they're saying. I don't know what poll you put out. We're parked out front of Carolina Ale House, guys. We're just seeing what happens. All right, that's all we're kind of doing at the moment. Is just feeling it out. And seeing what's going down. All right. I will tell you the map is pretty bare. Let me recenter it so I can see if there's any hot spots at all. We don't have a single hot spot in Knoxville tonight, guys. Nothing. I feel pretty blessed that we got the 2 big doubles we got. $17. Ended up being $24 on the one. Like made the whole night. $24.97 double and a 50 in a no, the first delivery was $15.13. It was a single. So between that and the $25 double, that helped a lot. Now tomorrow I'm going to be on Kick during the day, guys. All right. I'll start sometime lunchish. I should anyways. I think I'm gonna skip the supplements tomorrow and take them at night when I get home and just see what they do one time. Just try it one time at night and see how it goes. See if it keeps me up all night or not. If it does, I won't be able to do it again. But got to have a big day tomorrow. We got to have a big day tomorrow, so we'll definitely try to get that in tomorrow. Like I said, we'll stream some of it on Kick tomorrow. I don't know. Me and Eric haven't talked about what days we want to stream on YouTube, so I'm sure we'll talk about that later tonight, and I'll get that posted up in Discord for you guys, and let you know when we plan on doing more like we did tonight. Hopefully, you guys kind of liked it. Hopper said he did. Let's see. Original Krispy Kremes are the bomb. Late Thursday and Friday, I can play COD. Thursday? You don't work Friday, dog? Dog, I will tell you. Oh, wait a minute. No, we're not going to take it. I can already tell you. It's $4, guys. I don't take $4 deliveries. I mentioned it earlier. I ended my day today on Call of Duty earlier with a win, with a dub. Random dub. It was a quads. I was the random. They had a trio already. That's usually how it works in those when I queue random and get wins. It's usually because I'm joining a trio. And I have a mic. But the weird part was I had 6 or 7 knocks, and I did something stupid and put myself out in the open and got killed. And so I was spectating the last 3 teams, and there was one guy left, and my team was trapped at the hotels, dog. And the gas was moving up towards the power plant, and they were trapped down there in the gas dying. They bought me back because the buy station was next to the pool. I landed on the guy and killed him while my teammates went down to the gas. So it was definitely a clutch win. Definitely a clutch victory today on a buyback for my teammates. Oh, you were dogs on that Florida schedule. Dude, you'd fit right in Florida, man. I don't know what it is about Florida. They take Fridays off. Like every weekend is a 3-day weekend in Florida. Like that's not a joke. Like the 4-day work week is strong in the Sunshine State, folks. Super strong. Like 410s is kind of like the scheduling down there. Y'all remember that's what Bob was on. You know, he did 410s and had 3 days off. It wasn't the weekend, but he had off on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday every week. He worked Friday through Monday, is what he ended up working. Texas does it too for the energy sector. I didn't know that. That's interesting. I did not know that. I didn't know that. Solid stream tonight, guys. Cell numbers in the 30s. I like it. I like it. Stream Elements will give me a report as well. They always do. Hopefully you guys like the new format. Eric doesn't love me. Jenna, a man only has so much love, and you have a tiny human being that requires all of it. There's no love left. I am 5 or 4 9-hour days. Gotcha. I like the format, Eric. What do you think of it? You good with it?
I can see a lot of things that I want to do, but yeah, I mean, for a first stream that we practice for all of a minute and a half, yeah,
And they don't know how true that is. They really don't.
They're literally
That's
maybe 2 minutes, maybe.
It's a true story, folks. That is an absolute. And I didn't even do it on my phone. I was on my iPad because the phone was dead, and I had it on the charger on the table. So I did it on my iPad just to
Yeah.
kind of see how it would go.
I can see a lot of
So,
potential with it. I think it helps keep it very engaged and interactive. And that's just going to get wilder and wilder as we grow it. So,
yeah, the
I think
more
it's cool, man.
active chat gets, the more people we have in the room. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, the more crazy that will get.
And the ability.
Texas woman on run after stabbing husband for refusing to get her donuts. What a mess that is. All right, I'm going to wrap it up. Eric, I'll call you when I get home.
All right. Well,
If
thank
you want.
you. Thanks for entertaining.
No,
and,
thank you.
letting me play around with this whole setup. But yeah,
No, thank you for being a part of this, man. I appreciate it.
I think it's going to be a
And
lot of fun.
we had a lot of fun people in here tonight, guys. Thanks for being here tonight. I love you guys. I don't know. I'll see you in the morning on Kick, and I'll give you more of a. We'll put some stuff in Discord, guys, when we're ready about more of what we're going to do and when we're going to do it. All right, y'all have a good night. God bless you guys. Good night.